My name is Loudeming. In this video, I will show you the solution on how to sketch the graph for function x power 5 minus 5x cubed. For the first step, we need to find the critical point. So first, we assign the function as y. Then, we find the dy dx of this function. For the critical point, dy dx must be equal to 0. So this the equation of dy dx equals to 0. And then we solve the equation by factorization. And then from here we can get the x point. The x point which is 0, negative sub3 or sub3. And then we can get the y point respectively. Now this is the three critical points that we get from the dy dx. So for the second step, we need to identify all the inflection points. For second step, we need the second derivative for us to find the inflection point. So this is dy dx from the previous slide, and this is the second derivative of the dy dx. So we need to simplify it, and then for the inflection point, the second derivative must be equal to 0. And then we can solve the equation to get the x point. So there are three x points, then we can expect that there are three respective y points. And this 3 point is the point of inflection. For the third step, we need to determine the shape of the critical point that we get. We use limit and dy dx to determine the shape of the point, where the dy dx is the slope of that point. So how do we do it? First, we use three numbers to do the dy dx. Example, the point 0, 0, we use the x approach to 0 where the number less than 0, and x equal to 0, and x approach to 0 where the number is bigger than 0. So we substitute the value x approach to 0 but smaller than 0, example negative 0.0001. So we substitute number into the dy dx equation that we get in the previous slide, and we get a negative value. And when we substitute x equal to 0 in the dy dx equation, we get the dy dx equals to 0. And when we substitute number of x approach to 0 where the number is bigger than 0, then the dy dx we get is negative value. So from here we can see the slope trend that in the point. So there is the trend that you can see the 0, 0 is the point of inflection. So we do the same for the another 2 points. Substitute the value, and then we can get the value of dy dx. So we can see the shape at that point. From here, we can know that the second point, negative sub3, 6 sub3 is a maximum point. And do the same to the third point. And here we can get that the third point is a minimum point. For the last step, we summary all the points that we get, maximum point, minimum point, and point of inflection. Then we can start to sketch the graph. So we need to plot out all the critical points first. Then the pattern of the graph can already be seen clearly. And then finally connect all the dots and then draw out the x-axis and y-axis. So that's all for the solution on how to sketch the function of x power 5 minus 5x cubed. Thank you.